Righto guys, I know it's been a while. Obviously the Pajero is done and happening. I'll fill you in on the story on this one, but I'm off to get a car today that I've been chasing for over 15 years. Madness. But anyway, let's get into it. Righto, so I've pulled up here now. Here's the car here, right? I'm not going to film in front of the guy, but there she is there. It's a Mazda 929 two-door manual turbo. That thing has been sitting there since I moved to Kingaroy over 15 years ago, and I saw it. It was sitting there, and then they put it under a cover, and then the cover fell away, and then it just deteriorated, and now there's bird pool over it and all the rest of it. Like, it's right in the middle of town. You can see in front of us here, when that you got the peanut silos, McDonald's is on the corner, you've got the main park, which is Memorial Park just there, and this thing's been sitting there, and here he is now coming out. So it looks like it's going to happen, guys. Here we go. Righto guys, so here it is. This is what I'm picking up today, is a Mazda 929 turbo, two-door. It's done 139,000 Ks. It's been sitting here that I know for 15 years. It is manual, okay. We'll go through it more when we get back to the workshop. 4-cylinder turbo. It's got air. Yeah, these were really ahead of their time. In Japan they come out as a rotary, but in this country they only come out as a 4-cylinder turbo. But I was just speaking to the guy I bought it off and said to him, how did it end up here? Like, what went wrong? And he said, nothing actually went wrong. He goes, I just parked it up because just wanted to look after it, but then life gets in the way, and children and family and work, and it just ended up deteriorating. But it's still in really, really good shape, and I'm really looking forward to putting this thing back together and having a go at it. First thing I'll have to do though, before I even try and turn it over, and just have a look at that timing belt. Make sure that it's not too perished, so I don't end up bending valves and stuff. The paint should come up. She's absolutely mint, guys. Absolutely mint. Look at that tape. Look at that tape deck. But yeah, righto. Okay, I'm gonna get this loaded up. We'll get back to the workshop and go through it a bit further and see what we're gonna do. But I am so happy, so happy. Righto, so back to the workshop. We've got this here. Captain's not here today. It's Saturday afternoon. I've got Ricky here helping me clean up in here. I'll show you that in a minute. Righto, so Mazda 929. He's just running some air out at the moment so we can put some air in the tyres. We have had mice up the back here, but from what I can see, they weren't there for very long, and they haven't eaten any wiring, but we're going to blow that out today. This thing sat for over 20 years, right? So I'm going to pull this top timing cover off and just have a look at the timing belt, because it should be fairly perished. I don't want to try and start this thing and just bend valves in it straight away, because as I think I said before, that I thought that he'd done a head gasket and parked it up, but he parked it up just to look after it, which is crazy. Like, we were just looking through it just before. You know, like the door trims, the carpet in them is just mint. It's just not rusty under the doors at all. It's had these seat covers over it the whole time, so the seats are like brand new underneath it. I'm guessing that gear knob and the steering wheel, because they're Momo ones, so they wouldn't have been cheap. I'd say they were an accessory from standard. Like, all the lights are still good. It's done 139,000 Ks. It's just mint. Like, when you see there's no wear in here. The back seat also looks in really good shape due to being covered by this blanket and the baby seat. So the day that I went to buy this thing and I met the guy, I was standing next to the car and I looked in the back and I said, the baby seat in the back, because there was like a 22, 23-year-old guy standing next to the father, the guy that owned it, is that his baby seat? And the son goes, no, it couldn't be. And the father goes, yeah, it would be. It would be like the 20-year-old son's baby seat in the back of this car, which means the car's sat for over 20 years. And I spotted it when I first moved to Kingaroy, and I said to my missus, I'm going to own that one day. But yeah, I know it's an obscure sort of one, but it's just cool. Like, this thing being on the back has protected it, the Venetians, and it's just awesome. I just love it. Like, all that bird crap on the back. I've got to return those plates to him, which is fine. They don't mean anything to me. So yeah, but you can just see, look at the detail in here when they painted it from factory, to have the two-tone running all the way through the doors. It's had floor mats in it to protect the carpet. There's a few spiders and that, but it's just awesome. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run that air out, put some air in the tyres so we can roll it off. Ricky's been getting busy today. The engine shop's been getting busier and busier, so we've got engines and they're just lining up, cylinder heads everywhere, jobs here, and it's just been crazy. So I bought a new lathe too, but I want to set up my bike stuff over here. So we've been stacking stuff up here, and this is all mini stuff, S600 stuff, Jag stuff. The overflow of parts from building cars just end up getting dumped. A heap of HR Holden stuff, chrome strips and door handles and stuff I need for other builds, but it's all in the way. That's for the 240C that we bought the other day. So we're just going through getting everything up there out of the way so I can put my new toolbox and my bike bench, which is here over in that corner, so I can set myself up and actually start building my bike, which is there. And just to tidy up, so yeah, let's get into this. I don't have high hopes for it starting. Old fuel pump, we'll see what happens. We'll give it a go. We'll check out that timing belt and we'll go from there. Let's have a look. Righto, so all the tyres took air. I'll sort that out, Ricky, it's all good. I'll sort all that out. It's time to blow this out now so you can see how messy she is, so we'll get that sorted. And then we'll check this timing belt out. Ricky's going to blow that out now. I'm going to go get a 10mm spanner to have a look at the timing belt, and then we'll put some power to it and see what happens. Righto, timing belt cover's off, so you can see the timing belt's in there. It's not cracked. Normally where it stretches over the pulley, it'll have cracks. I will have to replace it anyway, but to start it, we will be all right. So I'll leave that open so I can just check the bottom of it. We've put another battery in it. I opened up the radiator cap and have a look at that. Like pure coolant, crazy. I haven't checked the oil yet, but I'll do that now. That's clean, it's clean as, it's nice. Righto, so in theory, even with the stale fuel that's in it, if it has fuel, I don't know. Let's, I'll connect this battery up. Hope nothing catches fire. And let's see what works. So, righto. Ignition on, hazard lights are on, which isn't a good start to things unless I was playing with that before, which I was. All my dash lights seem to work. Windows work. It's out of gear. Can't hear a fuel pump. Can you see if the water pump's turning or if it's seized up?
No, everything's turning.
Everything's turning. What's the noise coming from?
Not sure.
Okay. Righto. I'm guessing no fuel, and I can't hear a fuel pump. That's why the clutch doesn't work. Looks like that's bled out. The brakes were working, guys, and yeah. So, what to do? Do I? See, I've never ever come across this big diaphragm for the fuel system before. I might just see what the fuel gauge is telling me, but I'm happy. Even, you know, like it turns over, it's dead empty. I might stick some fuel in it and we'll go from there. Righto, so we've put some fuel in it. I still can't hear a fuel pump. Tried to turn it over again. I think that the aircon, turn that on again. Go now, go again. Now that's this airflow meter thing or whatever it is. It's got this mega strange thing in there. It's all really sealed up well though. But anyway, alright, just give me 1 second, buddy. I'll try and sit this camera somewhere and we will see what sort of mess we can make of it all.
cable's jammed.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. Throttle cable. Ugh. Hang on a sec. Alright. Okay. Yeah, it fired. So, yeah. I don't know. Plan B. Give me a minute. Righto, so it's not going to run today. The throttle mechanism, like the butterflies, are actually seized. So I'm going to spray that with CRC and soak that for the next day or so. And then hopefully that'll free up and we don't have to pull the whole throttle body and everything off. But just to finish off today, let's see. This is just turtle wax. It's not even cutting compound. Let's see what the paint's going to do. I am honestly be very surprised if it doesn't just come up straight away. We'll run a buff over it properly, but to begin with, just with a cream polish, not even a cutters, and the paint is mint. There's a few marks in that that I can see, but still, that's a result straight up. Look at that. Very, very happy that'll come up mint. I can't see any major paint defects. A lot of this stuff's just like, yeah. Alright guys, so that's it. 929 manual turbo coupe. Been sitting for 20 years. It did fire, which I'm very happy about, but we can't use any throttle or anything like that. And I've got to sort out a fuel pump. So I'll order a fuel pump today. We'll go from there. I'm pretty happy. What do you guys reckon? Have any of you guys had one of these? They do make rotary ones over in the States, and a set of gold Simmons or something on these look mint. But yeah, so next one to the collection, and yeah. Anyway, I'm back for a while. Things have been a bit average. Mia's gone, just for you guys that are still hanging around at the end. Life's a bit shit, but anyway, another car always makes it better. Alright, see you.